So I was sitting back and shit, chilling and shit. So, and my brother, he talked some shit that made a little bit of sense, you know, but a little bit, but you know, so you know, he want to encourage me to you know, snitch on people, and if you can see like a lot of the shit that I've been saying in my last couple videos about you know, these judges and dope boys playing, everybody playing with each other, but he can't comprehend this shit. He'll use his brother and think he doing a good deed by using his brother, but he won't use them white girls. But you'll use the most important thing on earth as if it's a rag doll. But you won't use them little white hoes who you cool with to further your agenda. When all you got to do is tell that bitch, walk up in the FBI office and say this, bitch, which is the truth. But you can't say that to that white bitch. You can't get that white bitch to do that, can you? But you would beat your brother and use him, though, won't you? You get him to, you would beat on him till he do what you want him to do. But you just can't. So anyway, I was saying, like, what I was saying was he was cool with Eddie, and Eddie cool with Delic, and Chrissy cool with Delic. This is the most common denominator. This is where they meet in the middle at, because they all perverts. And I've been explaining how all the perverts is cool with each other, and they look out for each other. So Chrissy's a pedophile, a pervert, amongst other things. I'm not going to go into detail. I put it all in my book, though. Oh, this shit get deep. So Eddie and Delic cool, so this is where they meet in the middle. So they was following me around the whole time I was in prison. So then I got out in 07. Ruben got out in 07. Now, mind you, Eddie they number one nigga. This day, Eddie is the police nigga. So he Delic's nigga. So all these perverts stick together and shit. So Eddie, Delic, and Chrissy, they all playing with each other. Woo, 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 woo. So the first nigga he run to with his dope is who? They number one nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then he getting mad at me, talking about you retarded and shit. Why you getting mad at me calling your brother retarded, man? You retarded doing business with niggas that's setting your brothers up. But that's bullshit, because they put a couple dollars in your pocket each transaction. So that's not retarded. You can do business with people that fuck your brothers over for their whole life. But that's bullshit, though. And this is psychology that they like. As you can see, I'm not even a racist motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So when I say white bitch, like the white woman that got gang raped, supposedly, I don't know if it happened or not. I can only tell you what I seen on TV. The white woman who was supposedly gang raped by Chaz Bunch and them. When I say Jack Lowe, when I said Jack Lowe won't hang around them niggas that gang raped that white bitch, it wasn't to be no racist shit, or it wasn't to be no funny shit, and it wasn't trying to bash her. It was in response to what Jack Lowe said, Jack Lowe calling me a nigger. Jack Lowe would never say nothing like that. He manifested it through his inaction. What he didn't say, said it, motherfucker. Okay, now listen. The police commit all these civil rights against all these blacks. Okay? Joe Schiavone is a state senator. Cool with Jack Lowe. Okay. He's advocating policies which is disproportionately and specifically targeting blacks. But you still cool with the police and you still cool with Joe Schiavone. Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? While they're in office, he's doing nothing to abolish life sentences. Okay. Which disproportionately and affects who? Blacks. Okay. So now, if you gonna be cool with the police after they did all that shit to them blacks, more specifically, Ronald, if you gonna be cool with all them cops, and as I said in my last video, if he got knowledge of a criminal act taking place and he refused to take enforce the law against that person committing that criminal act, he ain't shit. The cop ain't. Hold on, though, a second. So if the cop refused to take corrective action against anybody committing any criminal acts, the cop ain't shit. Okay. Now, you know, I got dreadlocks and shit too. So the cops was beating people. They was beating kids. They was beating on me when I was at JJC. That's the Juvenile Justice Center. Martin P. Joyce, where Judge Delic is the judge at. So Judge Delic was aware they cooled all these motherfuckers that commit all these civil rights violations against blacks, right? Yet he sees nothing. I explained in some past videos. Not about him, but This is the type of shit I be talking about. I'm gonna show y'all with a specific person. I was speaking in general, but I'm gonna show y'all what I was speaking about with a specific person. So, they beat me and everything, but he's still cool with all the motherfuckers. So I ask a nigga, would you be cool with somebody who go around robbing, raping, killing little kids, chopping them up? No. But you cool with motherfuckers who commit civil rights violations against blacks. And I asked him, well, why wouldn't you be cool with somebody that go around doing that to kids? Because that's fucked up. So you telling me by saying that them doing that to kids is fucked up and you wouldn't be cool with them, but you being cool with motherfuckers do that shit to blacks, your psychology is saying that you don't see nothing wrong with what they doing to them blacks. You see what I'm saying? So you friends with them and they doing that to blacks. So but you won't be friends with a motherfucker that's doing that to kids because your psychology says something is wrong with that behavior. But your psychology is telling you nothing is wrong with them beating blacks, taking advantage of blacks, fucking up blacks for mental disabilities. You still would be friends with those type of people that engage in those behaviors. And nothing's wrong with that. So I see everybody as equal. I do. I see blacks as equal with whites and everybody is equal. I wouldn't fuck with the niggas that supposedly gang raped that woman or the police. Personally, myself. So I wouldn't fuck with neither group. So I could say this. But so I asked him, would you associate go associate with them blacks that gang raped that white bitch? Cause he called me a nigger. By saying what he said to me, that was a racist ass response. That's saying I don't see them blacks as equal to these whites. I don't see them blacks as equal to these whites. That's what he's saying. So I can still kick it with these police. I don't see, and I can still kick it with these state senators who propose legislation that specifically targets who? Your race. He called me a nigger by saying that shit. By not kicking it with them people who supposedly gang raped that white bitch. That white woman. You calling me a nigger. Because you saying I don't see nothing wrong with the police doing to your race, but I see something wrong with the fuck them blacks did. It's not that they committed a rape that you want to associate with them. It's what they did to that white woman. Because my brother was a registered sex offender, accused of committing a rape, but you associate with him? And niggas you fuck with associate with him? So it's not they crime why you want to associate with them. You know what I'm saying? So you call me a nigger by answering that way. So I'm not responding or trying to come at that woman wrong. I'm coming at your ass. That's why I called you a white boy. Because I got disrespectful right back to you, Jack Lowe, by engaging in that behavior. And even if you was to associate with them, you still ain't shit. Because it's just a ploy because the nigga pulled your coat on that shit. So now you got no choice but to face the music. So now you say, yeah, I would. But you cool with the motherfuckers that gave them niggas 100 years though. But you associate with, man, fuck y'all. And this is what's going on. This is what I'm explaining. But my whole point of coming on was explaining to y'all how they intentionally attacking this nigga brothers and steering him right around they plants and shit. Eddie, they all plant, a bunch of perverts playing with each other and shit. So that's why I came on this bitch to make this video. And I'm just explaining, like, it's 2019. Niggas ain't saying the word nigger no more. If you call somebody a nigger and you own a business or you in any public official job, you gonna get sued in federal court and you gonna lose your business and your job and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fuck up all your money and everything. So we don't say the word nigger outright no more. But the word nigger is still being said. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, especially with today's technology. Shit, everything you saying being recorded. You got a cell phone. Nigga, cell phone could be recording your conversation. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. And that's what I'm explaining to people. And that's what I explained to my brother. So by them playing Willie Lynch games, because he's the same game, and I ain't saying that they playing Willie Lynch games because they doing that shit. I mean, I actually listened in on their meetings where they was talking about how to play the Willie Lynch games. Well, we knew you was listening and shit because we knew you was listening. That's why we was saying and doing that shit. Well, how old was I when I was listening? If you could answer that question, I believe that you knew I was listening. How old was I? But I'll give you a hint. This is around the same time one of y'all told me that the only reason why the president talking to these blacks is because it's like that affirmative action shit. This is what they said. This is what was honestly said to me as a child on the astral plane by fellow supposedly Freemasons. The only reason why the president talking to his black ass because they trying to put more blacks in positions like some affirmative action shit. So they gave him a rank as a Freemason. That's what this white woman told me. So if you could, I'll give you, that's the hint. So if you could tell me how old I was when I heard y'all talking that Willie Lynch shit, then I believe that you were saying, now tell me how old I was. Yeah, I was listening to all y'all meetings. Yeah, I was. And nothing is wrong with selling your soul. You just gotta sell your soul to the right people. You know, I'm a good nigga to sell my soul. I looked out, everybody who sold me their soul, I looked out for all them bitches. And if I didn't look out for you yet, look at me. I ain't look out for myself. But when I get right, baby girl, you better believe you gonna be right. Everybody that came through. So you tell me this shit. You know what I'm saying? They just all racist as fuck, man. And I be telling my brother this, so I want to beat one of their asses. Because it sends a message back to the other racist motherfuckers that he beat and he's still walking out there. So if my brother back me, I beat their ass and get away with it. And then all the other races would be scared and shit. And they see their fellow racist people busted up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not targeting white people. I'm targeting racist ass white people that's trying to destroy my family, which I built. You know what I'm saying? So my experiences in life have showed me that racist people manifest themselves in different ways. You have some racists who sleep with the race that they say they hate. You got racists who have children by the race that they hate because they got to play their part for the overall group, the overall big scheme. If you got 65, 70% white in this country, we could sacrifice 0.2% whites to have black babies. Or we could sacrifice 5% whites to have black babies for the overall scheme of shit. But these black ones having black babies is the plants that's sent to infiltrate the black community and gain information on ways to destroy it. Not all whites do this, but this shit does happen. So this is why, you know, I'm the way I am. Because I'm aware that this shit does happen. It's similar to you. You won't let your daughter stay the night at my house. Anybody here? Would you let your little teenage daughter stay the night at my house? Because you know what goes on in this world. So you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna let your little grade school 8-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter. The news lady got a 9-year-old daughter. She won't let her daughter stay the night at my house. Because she understands, even though Ronald said, I ain't gonna get down like that. You ain't gotta judge me by what everybody else do. She still won't fucking do it. Because she know what the fuck goes on in this world. And that's how I see y'all whites, motherfucker. So she said, well, I ain't saying you a pedophile, and I just still ain't gonna do that shit because I'm a responsible parent. I love my daughter. And I ain't saying that y'all racist. I'm just scrutinizing y'all motherfuckers because I love my family and I'm a responsible relative of my motherfucking family. Now, if she could be right saying that shit to me, how the fuck can I be right questioning y'all and seeing if y'all racist or not? You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Now, if you allow her to say that to me, but don't allow me to say that to y'all, you racist right there. You allow that white woman to say it to that black nigga. Because it can't be that she think because she let her daughter around people that's pedophiles. So me being a pedophile, if I was a pedophile, she lets her daughter around people who gets down like that. I know that for a fact. So me being a pedophile is not even the reason she won't let her daughter around me. Or me possibly being a pedophile is not a reason it's some racial shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I had to say, man.